All right, now we're going to get into a little deload leg workout. I usually do these Wednesday evenings with my crew. Deload week for me personally, I know a lot of people will use like 50% of their 1 rep max or less sometimes for their work. I tend to play this stuff by ear. This first set you saw go by was 225. And I believe I was doing that for 5 reps. Wasn't really particularly trying to get under parallel for that one or competition depth. I was just getting acclimated with the bar. Here's me with 255, I believe, where I was actually getting down to depth, competition depth. And then on my third set, this is me doing some holds with 185. And like I said, for deload week for me is just I kind of play it by ear. I just try not to put a lot of stress on my central nervous system. I tend to use a lot lighter weights. Just the volume in general is a lot less than normal. So sometimes I might throw some heavy stuff around, but instead of doing it, let's say if I'm working with like 90% of 1 rep max, 95% of 1 rep max for 2 or 3 reps for a few sets, I might not do that. I might do that just 1 or 2 reps for 1 set, and then do a bunch of light stuff or accessory work. So for me, that's deload stuff. So now I'm getting into some deadlifts, and I believe this is 265 on the bar. Just really working on pop, being explosive, being nice and crisp. Once again, 5 reps. Moving around just a little bit heavier. I believe this was 300 pounds. Keeping it nice and tight. And then I'm going to end up pulling 350 traditional style. The week before, I had did 425 for 2 or 3 reps and a lot of volume, heavy. And they say for guys it takes about 3 weeks to recover from super heavy deadlift days, and for the ladies about 2 weeks. I actually believe that. And so even in this deload week, I could still feel that I wasn't 100%, so why even risk injuring myself? The last 2 sets I actually switched to sumo style, which I think is really, really important to train both. I used to compete sumo style, and then I kind of figured out that I'm actually stronger once I get the barbell to knee level and up in traditional. So, a pretty substantial difference. I can pull 550 from my knees up easy in traditional style. Sumo style, it wasn't a guarantee. It's a little bit of a struggle. So I know for the longest time I stayed away from doing heavy traditional style type deadlifts due to hurting my back many years ago. So I was kind of gun shy, but then just strengthen up the core, started really focusing on getting all the ancillary muscles together, and being confident being able to pull traditional style. And I actually really like it. So but this is my last set of sumos, pulling 355, I believe. Once again, this is deload week, so I'm not going super heavy at all. And then I'm finishing up with some power movements for the hips. A great exercise for that is actually the double kettlebell swing, squat style or hard style, just really focusing on the pop in the hips and locking the knees out. Right there, those were double 80s, and here we go with, I call this one the Godzilla, which is a 203-pound kettlebell.
And then we could go out after somewhere, just walk around downtown, down the lights up there.
And then we got into some sissy squats, 20 reps, holding on to a Bulgarian bag. Normally on heavy leg days, we'll do 2 or 3 sets of 20. But once again, because this is deload, the volume is a lot less, just trying to let everything recover. So we only did 1 set of these this particular evening. And now we're getting into some glute ham raises. As I start ramping up, getting ready for competitions and ramping up the intensities, you'll start seeing me hold plates and putting bands around my neck. But right now, it's just me doing about 20 reps, nice and easy, nothing crazy. Working on the hamstrings. And then, not being shown in the video, I also did some glute work, some lower back extensions, but really focusing on squeezing the glutes, gluteus maximus to be exact, and also doing some gluteus medius work.